Do you have enough Hasanat points to go to Islamic paradise? Let's see. When a good deed is done, a Muslim gains positive points called Hasanat. When a person is brought before Allah for judgment, their good deeds will be weighed up against their bad deeds. Let's take a look at what the Quran says. Then as for him who will be given his record in his right hand will say, Take, read my record. Surely I did believe that I shall meet my account. So he shall be in a life well-pleasing. Then as for him whose balance of good deeds will be heavy, he will live a pleasant life in paradise. But as for him whose balance of good deeds will be light, he will have his home in hell. Jihadists go straight to paradise. Think not of those who are killed in the way of Allah as dead. Nay, they are alive with their Lord, and they have provision. Those who answered the call of Allah and the Messenger after being wounded, for those of them who did good deeds and feared Allah, there is a great reward. How do you get Hasanat points? That's a good question. I'll only list a couple. Then you can research to see what all points they get and for what. And I'll give you a link to get you started. You will get rewarded for reciting the Quran. On average, one page from the Quran is about 5,000 Hasanat points. So if you read 5 pages a day, that's about 25,000 Hasanat points in about 10 minutes. Praying in the Kaaba is worth 100,000 Hasanat points. Praying on up the street is about 500. And of course, dying in jihad requires no Hasanat points. Research on that link there and you'll understand better. Now, let's look at the bridge over hell, or Sirat. There is not one of you but will pass over it. This is with your Lord a decree which must be accomplished. This is a bridge that everybody, including the good Muslims, will walk across. It's as fine as a piece of hair, and Allah at any given point in time can reach over and shove you off and you will end up in hell, or he can take you to paradise with him. Do you feel like you're in a circus now? Because, you're walking a tightrope there. So it kind of reminds me of being at the circus. But, the Quran is a circus. What can we say? Anyhow, let's move on to the watering place. The watering place. Believers will drink from here before entering paradise after having crossed the bridge over hell. It spans a month's journey across. Its water is whiter than milk and sweeter than honey. Believers depart from hell after having paid for their sins. And though through Allah's generosity you will be taken out of hell, but only after you have paid for your sins. It doesn't matter how many Hasanat points that you have, you still have to go over the bridge of hell to pay for the bad deeds that you did here on earth.